Okay, good morning, grade 5. Again, good morning, grade 5.
Good morning,
Good
teacher.
morning,
Good morning,
teacher.
teacher.
How are you today?
Today,
How are you?
Today is
No,
and
how are you today?
I'm
today is
How are you today?
today
I'm good.
What
I'm
is
good.
it?
and
I
I
Good.
wonderful.
I
I'm
sleep.
I
I
am
I
good. I
wonderful.
am
I
sick.
bed. I
I'm
hungry.
wonderful. Okay, so
I'm
today
bad
is
and
what day is
hungry.
today?
Today is Friday. What I know.
The
The
17th of
17th of
December
December
2021.
2021.
Okay, today is Friday, the 17th of December 2021. Yesterday was
Yesterday
Yesterday
was
yesterday was
the
Thursday,
16th
the
of
16th of
December
December 2021.
2021.
how about tomorrow?
Tomorrow will
Will
be
be
Saturday,
Saturday, the
the 18th
of
of
December
December 2021.
2021.
Okay, tomorrow will be Saturday. Now
Yeah.
let's sing. Hello, hello. Can you
I
clap
do
your
not do hand.
hands? Hello,
Hello,
hello.
hello.
Can you clap
I do
your
not do
hands?
hand.
Can you stretch
You
your
had a
hands?
cry. You
Stretch your
had a
hands.
good.
Can
You
you
can
turn
turn
around
around
and say
and
hello?
say hello.
Hello,
Hello.
hello, hello.
Hello.
Can you
Can
stamp
you
your
clap
feet?
your hands?
Can you stamp your feet?
Hello, hello.
Bye bye.
Hello.
Can you
Can
stamp
you
your
stamp
feet?
your feet?
Dung, 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 dung.
Hi. Can you touch
Oh,
your
can
toes?
you turn
Can you
around?
turn
You can
around
turn around
and
and
say
say
Hello.
hello.
live
Hello.
alert, awake enthusiastic.
Bye
Live alert,
Alive,
awake
awake,
enthusiastic.
bye
Enthusiastic.
bye.
alive, alive.
Alive, awake,
Wait,
alive,
again. Again, let's do it faster.
Alive.
Ready? I'm alive, alert, awake, enthusiastic.
Bye bye.
alive,
Alive,
awake,
awake,
enthusiastic.
Bye
I'm
enthusiastic.
bye.
I'm
alive,
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 alert, awake.
awake.
I'm alive, alert, awake,
Awake,
enthusiastic.
Bye
enthusiastic.
bye.
Great. Next, let's do it faster. I'm alive,
I'm
alert,
alive,
awake, enthusiastic.
enthusiastic.
Bye
I'm
bye.
Alive,
alive,
alert,
enthusiastic.
enthusiastic.
Bye bye.
I'm alive,
Alive,
alert,
awake,
awake, enthusiastic.
enthusiastic.
Bye bye.
Yeah, very
Fast,
fast.
very
Very
fast.
fast, very.
I'm alive and awake, enthusiastic.
Enthusiastic.
I'm
I'm
alive and awake,
alive,
enthusiastic.
I'm
enthusiastic.
alive,
I'm
I'm
alert,
alive
alive,
and
awake,
awake,
I'm
awake. I'm alive and awake,
alive.
enthusiastic.
What?
so
Cái thằng á.
noisy. We're so noisy, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's start with our lesson in science. Ready your notebook? We're going to write some
Is
words.
IE.
Yes.
Okay. Forces. Can you spell forces?
Forces.
F O
Force.
R
F
Force.
R
C
C
S.
E
Force.
Okay, Forces.
R C E S. Forces.
ไปเล
Forces.
ย
Forces.
Okay, we have here types of forces. Let's read the first
And
word.
khoan.
Air resistance force.
Air resistance
Can
force.
force.
Next, applied force.
Apply
Apply
force.
force.
Next, spring force.
Speak
Spring force.
forward. Forward.
Next, frictional force.
Fictional force.
Frictional
Now
Fictional
forward.
And then
Fictional force.
next is
Fictional force.
gravitational force.
Fictional
Fictional
food.
force.
Gravitational force.
Force.
Oh my, again. Gravitational
Hai luôn
force.
á. Hai được rồi.
Fictional food.
Gravitational force.
Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 5, gravitational.
Gravitational force.
So, okay, next is electrical force.
Electrical
Electrical
force.
force.
Next, normal force.
Normal
Normal
force.
force.
And then the
Magnetic
last one,
force.
magnetic force.
Magnetic
Force.
force.
Magnetic force. Okay, copy this on your science notebook.
โอ้โห
Yes.
no
Yes.
ถ่ายรูปไว้ไม่ได้เหรอ
Don't forget to write types of
ถ่ายรูป
forces.
ก่อนเถอะ
เอิ่ม
I'll give you 5 minutes only. Done? Not yet. Not
no
yet. Not yet. Okay.
not yet I don't like
You don't like?
yes no I like
You should.
yes
I'll check your notebook.
I don't do
Yes.
the notebook อะ
Copy that one on your science notebook.
no I copy in paper
If you copy that on your paper, you're going to transfer that on your science notebook or stick
โอ้
it on your science notebook.
ผมก็สอนไปในสมุดนี่
What what word are you now? What word are you now? Electrical? Normal force?
Normal force.
Okay.
Finish, teacher.
Done?
Yeah.
Okay, cartoon is done. Let's wait for more students to finish. Done?
Yeah.
Not yet. Yes, finish.
Not yet. Who is not yet? First, not yet.
Teacher.
Okay, what word are you now?
No, normal force.
Okay. In the afternoon, in our math subject, we're going to check your answers. Okay?
I'm finished.
Okay, good. Who else is not yet finished? Who else is not yet finished? No more? Okay, let us proceed. First type of force is air resistance force. Air resistance force. What is air resistance? Okay, let us read. Basically, basically,
Basically, it is
it is friction between
friction between an
an
object
air, an
and
object,
the air.
and the
Air.
air.
And
Okay, so basically it is a friction between an object and the air. Okay, what do you see in here on the picture? You can see
balloon.
parachute or paraglide.
Okay. Balloon.
Okay, so this object fricks with the air. Say may? So this object will frick with the air. What causes air resistance? Everybody read. All matter
All matter is made for atoms and
and
all
molecules.
molecules. There is no
There is no
is not ex
when something moves through the air,
when something moves through the air. It
bumps
bumps into the atoms and
and
molecules.
molecules. Okay. Air is also a matter. Say may? What kind of matter is the air? Solid, liquid, or gas?
Gas.
Okay, it's kind of gas. There's atoms and molecules in the air. So, it has force. Okay, next to air resistance, applied force.
Applied force.
Okay, what is applied force?
Applied
Everybody,
force is when a living cre-
creature
cre- creature
puts
puts
pressure
pressure
on
on an object.
an object. This have
And
an. This is an. Okay, on an object. Okay, creature. When you say creature, example like human, like us, we're creatures, you know. So, when living creature puts pressure on an object. So, example, this one, a man pushes this big circle. So, human or the living creature use applied force. Okay? Applied force using hands. Also this one. This is an example of applied force. You apply the force to an object to move. Okay, next to apply force is spring force.
Spring force
What is spring force?
is when an object is pushed together. Then, when pressure taken away, it pops back
But
to its
it's
normal
normal
scale.
cell. Okay, so you see spring already, Shimei? Shimei, you
Yes.
see a spring already. This is an example of spring. When you pull the spring, if you taking away it pops back to its normal self. Shimei, it pops back. It pops back to its normal self. Spring force. Next, we read frictional force.
Frictional force.
What is frictional force? Frictional
Frictional
forces
force is per present
everywhere.
everywhere. Is our daily life. It is simply
Simply impossible
impossible to reduce it
completely.
completely.
What causes frictional force?
The causes of the resistive
Frictive
force of fric-
are
friction are molecular
adhesion,
adhesion, surface
roughness,
roughness,
roughness. Read this one as F, like cuff, rough, cuff. Okay,
roughness,
roughness.
and the flowing effect. Material are wait,
Adhesion
adhesion is the molecular force resulting when two materials are
well,
bored,
are brought
brought into close contact
with
with
each
each other.
other. Okay, frictional force. Example on the picture, you can see a car and the road. Okay, so the wheel of the car has a friction on the road, resulting it to move, resulting the wheel to move because of the friction of the road. Surface roughness. Okay, that is what we call friction between road and the car. Okay, next, gravitational force.
Gravitational force.
Newton's theory of gravitational forces. Every
Every particle of matter in the universe attracts every
attracts
other particle with a force that is directly por-
proportional
proportional to the product of the ma-
masses
masses of the particle and
of the
inver-
particles
inversely proportional to the square
square.
square of the distance between them.
Okay, when you say gravitational force, example on the picture, when the apple is ripe already, it will always fall down to the ground. Okay? Everything on the earth will fall down in the ground. Shemay, you cannot see apple or mango when ripe already going up. You cannot see that. everything falls down on the ground. Even us, right? We have gravitational force. Everything on the earth has gravitational force. Everything fall down in the ground, not in the air. Can you see something go up in the air like apple go up in the air?
No.
Ready? No, you cannot see. Everything falls down in the ground because of its gravity, gravitational force. But when you go outside on the earth, like on the universe, there is no gravity. Same, can you see the astronaut?
Yes.
They're floating in the water, like they're swimming on the water. Same,
Yes.
because there it has no gravity. Many gravity outside the earth. Okay. Next, electrical force.
Electrical force.
What is electrical force?
The attractive,
Attractive,
attractive or repulsive
repulsive
interaction
interaction
between
between
any two chain objects
large object.
is an
And
electric force, like any force, is affect
it affects upon
upon
object.
objects.
Okay, example for this electrical force, balloon. Okay, when you inflate the balloon and then you rub it on your sweater, like this, you rub on your sweater, and then you try to put that on a piece of paper will stick to the balloon. Okay, try that one on your house or on your home. Try to inflate a balloon, then rub it on your sweater like this. Rub on your sweater and then try to bring it on the piece of paper. The piece of paper will stick to the balloon. Or try to put on your hair. Your hair will goes to the balloon. Okay, that's an example of electrical force. Electrical force. Okay, how about normal
Normal
force?
force.
What is normal force?
Normal force is
First,
the support force
support,
exerted
support force exerted
exerted up,
upon
upon an object which is in contact with another, another
stable
stable object. For example, if a book is resting upon a
upon
surface, upon a,
upon
upon a
a
surface,
surface,
a surface, then the
then
surface is exerting an upward
upward force
upward force upon the book in order
order
to support
support
the
support
weight
the weight.
of the book.
Okay, everybody let us read support. Support
Support.
upon
Support.
upon. Okay,
Upon.
upon support
Upon.
and upon. Cartoon is our best in reading in here. If I will give an award, cartoon will get best in reading. Cartoon is best in reading. Very good cartoon. Okay, when you say normal force is the support force exerted upon an object which is in contact with another stable object. For example, if a book is resting upon a surface, then the surface exert an upward force upon the book in order to support the weight of the book. You can see on the picture here, this is what we call the stable object. This is the stable object. And then if you put the book, this stable object will exert effort to carry the book. Okay? For example, if you put the book on the table, okay? The table is the normal or the stable object. If you put the book on the table, they have contact. So the stable object will exert force upward to carry the book. Okay? To support the book. ใช่ไหม? Okay. Meaning, if bigger the stable force or the stable object, it has a greater force to carry the object. ใช่ไหม? You cannot put, example, if you put the book on a small thing, if you put the book on a very small thing, that small thing cannot carry the book because it's smaller than the book. Okay? Can you get it? That's an example of normal force. Magnetic force. What
Magnetic
is
force.
magnetic force?
Magnetic force is the same as gravitational,
Gravitational and
gravitational and electrical
electrical
force.
forces
Forces
that
in that no one knows truly
truly what
truly
is.
what it is. Magnetic force is different for gravitational and electrical forces in that its
In that
potential
is and
and mom- momentic energy is at the
is the
expense of an
of
Build
electrical fine
in time.
in time.
Okay, so you see a magnet already. Do you see like this already? This is what we call magnet.
Magnet,
Ingay magnet. Okay?
yes,
This is what we call magnet. A magnetic force. If you try to put this magnet closer to any iron, iron will stick to the magnet. ใช่ไหม?
yeah.
Okay, that's magnetic force. Okay, let's watch a video. Okay, listen carefully and eyes on the screen.
So now let's talk about types of forces. So we'll dive right in with applied force. And the applied force can be a push or a pull, and it's applied by an object, by a person or an object to another object. So let's say we have some guy, let's say his name is Bob, and he's pushing on this box to move it forward. This contact between Bob's arm and or Bob's hand in the box is the applied force. It's what makes the box move forward. And in free body diagrams, this applied force is written either as F or as F. I'm accustomed to just a single F with the vector over it, but I have seen it as F act 2. It really doesn't matter how you label your free body diagrams, as long as the person who is grading it or who is looking at it understands what you mean. Okay? So The next force is gravitational force. And this is the force that huge objects, we're talking planet size, apply to other objects. And say, for example, the Earth. We all know that there is gravity on Earth. Gravity is what prevents you from floating up into the sky when you jump, right? So the gravity on Earth pushes objects down. So if that box was on Earth, it would be pushed down to the ground. Earth's gravitational pull is so strong that it pushes it down. It won't let it float back up. So we know that gravity on Earth is 9.8 meters per second squared, or negative 9.8 meters per second squared, depending on your frame of reference. And the gravitational force can be found by multiplying 9.8 meters per second squared times the mass of the object that the gravitational force is being applied on. So not the mass of the Earth, the mass of the box. So let's say that our box is 10 kilograms. So to find the gravitational force, which is also sometimes called the weight force, because the weight of the box depend on it, we would say 9.8 meters per second squared times 10 kilograms, which is 98 newtons, right? And in free body diagrams, the gravitational force is often written as, right here, F, G, or F, grav, and sometimes even F, W. Like I've said, it doesn't really matter if the person knows what you're talking about. Now let's jump into normal force. Now, normal force is a force that is exerted on an object that is in contact with another stable object. The normal force always has to be perpendicular to the object, or the plane on which the object sits. So we know that perpendicular means that it creates a 90-degree angle with the plane, right? So say we had that box, it's sitting on just a flat surface, right? We would say that the normal force goes upwards, right, perpendicular with the surface. But if the box was on a hill, we would say the normal force is off to an angle because the surface is no longer flat. So that means perpendicular no longer means that it would be up like this, because that wouldn't make a 90-degree angle with the surface. It has to be like this. And this is often written as Fn or F norm, right? Our next type of force is frictional force. And frictional force opposes motion and is caused by the interaction between two different objects. So frictional force, as you know, friction slows down objects. So if I push my eraser, the frictional force between the whiteboard and the bottom of the eraser, the board applies the frictional force onto the eraser so that it stops moving. Without friction, objects would just keep moving. They would never stop. So with our box example, we know that Bob is pushing it, so it's moving, so it's opposing friction. So that means that our friction with the ground is not strong enough to oppose Bob's movement, but there is still some frictional force, and it's often written as force frictional. But fancy little Kirlian, or yeah, I think that's the only way to write it I've seen. And last but not least is tensional force. And tensional force is a force exerted on an object by a string, rope, wire, or cable. And it acts along the line of the rope and pulls equally on the object on the opposite ends of the rope. So suppose instead of pushing the box, we have Bob pulling it on the other end. We would say that if we drew a free body diagram for Bob, we would say that the frictional force with which Bob pulls on the rope is this, or not the frictional force, excuse me, the tension force with which Bob pulls on the rope is the same thing, is the same value as the tension force that the rope pulls on the box, right? And tension force is often written as force T. Maybe sometimes force tense. Right? And those are the five main types of forces. They can be really useful if you want to draw free body diagrams, or if you want to be successful in physics.
Ooh, it's the end screen.
Okay, done. That's our video about the types of forces. Okay, let us continue that lesson next time. We're going to draw a diagram next time about forces. Forces diagram. Okay, questions?